And now in this episode we are exploring some of the great small boat and kayak fishing options in the Taupo region.
Oh yes!
Oi, that's a nice rainbow trout.
For this, we base ourselves in the trout capital of the world, Turangi.
We recently purchased an Aquamarina Aircat inflatable fishing boat.
And we couldn't wait to give this a try. We find that the southern end of the lake Taupo is a particularly interesting area for fishing,
as there are multiple smaller lakes to explore. And there's also the famous Tongariro river delta to fish at.
We're here in Turangi. We want to know which flies to use or which spinners work good. Check these guys and buy a few spinners or flies from them. Really good shop.
Our mission is to catch at least one fish in each lake.
We have 4 lakes on our list.
Lake Rotoaira.
Now see how we got ripped off big time on our license purchase here.
Second is Lake Otamangakau.
See how we lost a massive trophy trout here.
Lake Kuratau is the next lake.
See how we almost destroyed our boat.
And finally, Lake Taupo.
See how we tried some deep water jigging here for the first time, and in the end we got a little bit more than we actually bargained for.
Hi guys, thanks for coming back to our channel. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. That will help us a lot. Cheers guys. Let's see you guys in the water. First, let's go to Lake Rotoaira.
After purchasing Taupo fishing license for 1 week, we found out that we also need a separate license for Lake Rotoaira. And on top of that, we need to pay for boat ramp access to Lake Taupo. So the fees here start adding up quickly if you want to fish.
And the weird thing is, it says it's a 24-hour license, but then it starts now and it finishes at 5 p.m. So, what the heck is that? We bought the fishing license for this lake here, which is supposed to be a 24-hour license. And after I bought it, $16 for the 2 of us for 24 hours, it says you can only fish from 5 a.m. in the morning until 5 p.m. in the evening on that day when you bought it. Now it's already 1 p.m. So essentially we got 4 hours left to fish on this license. Once we're set up with everything, we maybe have like 2 hours left to go fishing. That's so annoying, all these rules and regulations here. Now I remember why I don't like fishing here in the Taupo region.
Mark is pissed off now. Very.
Well, we made it to the lake, Rotoaira now. We got
Hurry!
4.5 hours left on our fishing license that we just purchased.
It's a bit onshore wind. The lake access is about 20 minutes drive from Turangi, and there's only one access point.
You really need a boat or kayak to fish here, as there is otherwise not much land-based access. Because of the separate license, the lake receives less fishing pressure and therefore is a great lake to fish at with a pretty good success rate.
That's strange, huh?
So apparently I'm not allowed to fish here with treble hooks, so we have to go single hooks. Most of our lures have treble hooks, but I don't want to change them all, so I'm just going to use a soft bait for now on this one.
You got me headed to the left, headed to the right, headed back and forth, but baby, it's alright.
Do I have a place to sit?
We'll go in and push the boat out. It's gonna push us quick. Very quickly. Get up.
Sounds okay for now. Right, try to fish very first time on this Aquamarina Aircat with my newly bought lure. We just need to break ourselves in a comfortable position.
bit bouncy. So it's like a little shore, yeah? Like nice and short, but
So let's fish here. It's been drizzling.
For trout fishing, I've always just used my saltwater soft baiting rods. They work pretty good. I've also got a small diver freshwater reel, but my favorite reel for trout fishing and saltwater fishing is the Penn Spinfisher 2500.
what? We got a try? Or are you stuck?
No, I got one, but I don't know if it's still there.
We got it while we were trolling.
Because the line was 25 hours, so I don't know if it's still there. But I am sure I was on.
The boat is drifting really quickly to the shore.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Wow.
That's a nice trout.
Oh.
Bring him in, yep. Oi. Yep, that's a nice rainbow trout.
We have to check if it's bigger than 35
Yeah.
centimeters. And put it in the water for now.
I think it's definitely bigger than 35 centimeter.
Fish time.
Trolling.
Yay! Nice rainbow trout from this lake Rotoaira.
If we catch another one, we'll release. And I was caught on a black and gold Toby. Here we trolled at the lowest speed setting of this motor, and we had the line out fairly far, maybe 30-40 meters.
Yay! Oh.
Okay, chuck it into the freezer, yeah. See those mountains behind me?
Oh. No.
That's,
Was a little bit of a weed, I guess.
so that's the Tongariro crossing. Anyway, the Tongariro crossing behind us there. Some pretty nice scenery out here. Pretty much
Again, second.
that's the same spot pretty much where we got the previous one.
Okay.
Still on?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Trout, they often come off easily. Hey,
It's very powerful, this one. But similar size.
oh, it went straight in here.
Oh gosh.
Ah.
Beautiful. Yay! Our second trout in 2023.
This hook is a little bit too big.
Aggressive. Can you like it? Give away. Oh!
Okay, I want to catch one fish too since I bought a license, so gonna change. Asian is now the captain. Okay, Asian, start the engine.
Already just pull.
Yeah, just now pull relief once meter. Too slow. No, it's too slow. You have to go fast. Yeah, sit there.
And
Okay, just like that speed.
The next lake on our list is Lake Otamangakau. In contrast to Lake Rotoaira, this lake is the second most fished lake after Lake Taupo and is well known for its trophy-sized trout. It's also a lake with very limited land-based access and therefore ideal for boat and kayak fishing. Straight out from the boat ramp there is the deepest part of the lake.
the lake itself is located on an extremely beautiful vista. You can see the world-famous Tongariro crossing in the background while fishing.
It's actually an artificial lake created by the hydropower scheme. Now, in most parts, the lake is very shallow and weedy and mostly suitable for fly fishing and to a lesser degree spin fishing as well. Little green woolly bugger type flies seem to be the most productive flies here. You can fish them with a fly rod or even suspended under a bubble float. We really enjoyed fishing here and met a few fishers who caught monster fish in here, like 6 to 9 pound trout.
We also met a very friendly regular fisher who gave us invaluable tips. And even a few hand-tied flies. really in the beginning. Where are we?
So Lake Otamangakau. It looks really white there, those scrubs. Is it frost? Or what does it look like
Maybe
there?
frost.
Might have been some frost on it this overnight. Or is it spider webs or something? Oh, I think they're covered in spider webs.
I don't know.
You know, it's like they're covered in webs. I haven't used my fly rod for so long, probably for a year. First time today. Hopefully I can still cast. Definitely one of the most picturesque lakes around here, with the background of the Tongariro crossing and Mount Doom.
It's the trophy for
fish?
sure. Fish on!
Remember how you fight a fish?
What's that?
So much for trophy fish here in this lake. Tiny little fish, look at that. Oh, well done, Haitian. You saved the day. You caught one fish at least for today.
Bye bye.
Got another one on. Haitian is on again on the trolling. Haitian, take it easy with the reeling there always.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a bigger one. I can see it.
Really?
You gotta play it a little bit,
I
Haitian.
gotta play.
Lift the rod and then reel.
Oh yes! Now fight
Now we got a trophy on.
Oh yes!
Lift the rod up again. Reel it down.
Excellent.
He wants to go into the wheat. Maybe the drag is a little bit too loose, but don't. I think he went around in the wheat. He's into the wheat.
Here I lost my big trophy fish. I saw the big fin on the surface.
Oh, Toby.
Shit.
Well, I lost the trophy trout there, and got stuck in the wheat.
Wow. Play. Guys, let's have a look how Mark plays with his fish on his fly rod. Careful with the weed.
Not small. You gotta get the net.
Today I didn't bring net.
Oh shit.
Gosh, I didn't bring net. Can you believe it, guys? I didn't bring our net.
Is it tired?
Yeah, making fire die.
Line is so bloody thin.
Beauty. Good size. I didn't bring the net.
Oh god, without the net, this is like, he's a little bit too fat to land him.
Good, well done. Got it.
The fly I got from this guy earlier.
She's crook moss. Okay.
Oh, come here, take her here. Oh, jeez, that was good on the fly, on that little imitation. It's a nice trout. Not huge, but I'm happy with that.
You release?
Yeah. Okay. That's a good trout. Look at that. Okay. Right.
Up you go. Yeah, well done, Mark.
On the way to Lake Otamangakau, we witnessed the destructive power of the recent cyclone Gabriel. It laid complete waste to a whole section of the forest. We couldn't believe our eyes. Trees snapped like straws. It looked like as if Godzilla marched through here. Unbelievable.
So I show you guys what I did maybe. This is the fly I got from our friend earlier, which is like sort of a tiny woolly bugger. Like a tiny woolly bugger. He tied that himself, just like a green fly but smaller than a woolly bugger. And then I've got like only 6-pound line here. And then I got my tapered leader at the end of it, and I've got a little ring here to tie the tippet to the tapered leader. About this much of a leader here. This is, what is it, like maybe 2-3 feet. And then I tied an indicator to the end of it here. The tippet joins the leader. And that indicator just went down. This fly was just hanging there basically. That was pretty cool. The first fish here on that fly.
Awesome.
Awesome. I don't think I have to worry about this guy breaking off the leader.
Baby.
He's very
Maybe
cute.
like a cowboy.
Cute little guy.
Maybe you like.
That was fun.
Afterwards we went to our next lake, and that was Lake Kuratau. It's quite a long drive to get here from Turangi. There are supposedly so many trout in here that there is no take limit in place. When we arrived, there were a few fishers leaving with a bag full of trout. This lake is a little treacherous for inflatable boats, as there are lots of submerged trees that just barely poke out on the surface. Because of this, it's not easy to circumnavigate the lake or troll lures at all. It would be easy on a kayak or tinny, I think.
Lots of nasty tree trunks sticking out here. If you're not careful, it's the end of the inflatable. Another one sticking out there, a really small one. Okay guys, so Lake Kuratau, where we're now, a small hydro lake, the smallest lake of all the Taupo fishery lakes here. And it's supposed to be very easy to fish at, lots of fish, not as big as in the other lakes, Otamangakau and Rotoaira, where we've been to, but lots of fish. Let's see if we can catch a few of those smaller ones, just for fun really. If the condition of them looks good, maybe we keep one for eating, we'll see. Let's go. The water level here fluctuates a lot, and sometimes more or less of the submerged trees will be visible. We almost ran over one of those hidden trees with our inflatable and almost ripped a hole into it, so yeah, it's not easy going through there.
So we start fishing now. Fishing is on. Looks like I will catch something here. Why not me? Right?
Got another one on.
Gonna jump.
Trolling. He's gonna jump.
Jumpy one.
Gotta be careful now this time.
Maybe not. Yeah, it's a oh.
Oops.
Oh,
Yep.
great.
Similar size maybe.
Is it okay to keep it? Go. Another sunny day today. We're going to Tucano.
Welcome to the Tucano.
Yeah, we will fish on Lake Taupo, the Great Lake. We'll see how it goes.
Not the best time to go fishing in this bright sunlight here.
Especially for freshwater fishing, guys. Fishing time is really important. So check the fishing time on fishingreminder.com. Yay!
Last but not least, we are going to fish at Lake Taupo itself. I find Lake Taupo somewhat intimidating to fish because of its sheer size and depth. Finding fish can be difficult, although most fish will be caught near the shoreline around the drop-offs and the river mouth. We launch at the Tokanu Tail Race. This is the closest boat access to the Tongariro River Delta and to Waihi Bay. You can also boat up the Tokanu Tail Race towards the dam, which has some beautiful views and usually lots of trout, but I think it's better to fish here in the winter when the water is colder. In the warmer summer months, trout usually hang out in the deep water or near cold river mouth and only come into the shallow very early mornings and during the night. Fishing around the Tongariro Delta seemed to be most popular while we were there. Possibly because from early autumn the fish are congregating here as they are preparing to run up the river for spawning in early winter. You have to be careful where you fish though, as there are lots of rules and regulations for fishing at the river mouth and what methods are allowed here.
Okay, first we're gonna try the most successful method, trolling. Trolling the black toby again, same like yesterday. Just up the tail race in the slowest speed possible. Patient on the trolling controls.
This is really like crocodile territory looking.
Oh well, we haven't had any luck catching fish here at the Tokanu Tail Race. Yeah, we just stopped and I stood up and there were 3 or 4 trout hanging on the surface and then they spooked. I didn't care about the motor noise. Actually, now is a good time to go fishing, but we're a bit exhausted after being here for a couple of hours.
Yeah, we just cooked.
It was just too hot and sunny, so we're gonna head back. And
Try tomorrow morning.
oh, you got something?
Wheat. So second day today, not morning, just about the time.
Today is Friday. It's already a little bit busier here today.
We decided to try some jigging in the deep water, way away from the fly fishing only zone. We really wanted to catch a fish for our dinner table. Yay! Nice and calm launching, smooth.
Oh, check this out. We went out a bit further from the boat run there at Tokanu. Now we are on the lake, cruising towards the delta. We're only allowed to troll like 200 meters away from the lake. Haitian, what do you look like?
It's sunny today.
So, because it's now sunny, middle day, warm, we're gonna try some deep lake fishing. And I also need to check what the depth is. So we have to go into like at least 20 meter deep water here. For that reason I chucked out my fish finder. Alright, this is the river mouth of the Tongariro River, world famous trout fishing river here. And towards the end of summer the fish swim up that river for spawning. You have to do fly fishing if you're really close to the river mouth only. Quite a few people fishing there already, popular spot. Oh, I got a fish!
Oh yes! Oh yes!
Oh yep, I got one.
On the fly, yeah?
On the jigging fly here. I just hope he's not gonna take me to the rocks somewhere. He's pretty heavy though.
Really?
I know he's pulling.
Good.
Getting him up, I think. Might be a good one. Might be a good keeper.
Great. Ah, yes! Finally! Now it's fishing time maybe, yeah? Because this guy, neighbor guy, caught one too.
Didn't even do anything really. I was just sort of having the rod there without jigging it or anything.
Nice, Mark.
Looks like it's
Oh yes, I can see.
Looks like it's a good fish.
Yep.
2. There we go, 2 on there.
Oh my gosh! What are you gonna do?
That's why they were so heavy. Wait.
Nice jigging. Both rainbow. Oh,
Got this one. Oh, this one came off there.
Oh, came off.
Now the big
Nice
fish of the
fish,
two
yeah.
came off, and then we saw it swimming away, but it didn't seem to manage to get down on its own.
Rescue him.
What happened to this one?
Oh, pee.
So we quickly released the small one, and then we decided to chase the other one down with a boat, and thought maybe we can get it quickly.
Because it's been too warm also. It's going down though. I can't see it anymore. Went down. Had maybe did a shark here.
That was a mess. That's why I don't like fishing with this kind of Sabiki type rigs. Well, we ended up with a big tangle and no fish for dinner. At least both trouts survived and are ready to fight another day. Poor Haitian is feeling a little bit sick. Hopefully she hasn't picked up COVID. Heading out on my own this morning. I'm hoping maybe to catch 1 or 2 keepers for the dinner table. Let's do that. Check this out, I installed some rod holders on our dinghy. Those are Railblazer rod holders and Railblazer mounts. They work really good. You can just easily detach them and put them somewhere else. I've installed another one on the seat area, so just unlock them and then you can pull them out. How good is that? And those little mounts, they don't take up any space at all, so I can easily roll up the boat with them mounted like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, we got some deep water out from the Tokanu boat ramp launch. Over there's the delta, and I just dropped my jig just here randomly, and hopefully something happens. Finally! Now this one, no matter what he looks like, we're gonna keep this one, because that was the reason we came here, to catch a trout as a keeper. Just dropped those flies here, this jig. I've been out here for like hours again. It's not easy to catch trout on Lake Taupo, that's for sure. This one looks fairly fat. Oh! Please don't come off. We got to keep on checking this out, guys. This is a really nice looking fat, good condition trout. You. Okay. There we go. A nice eating sized trout. So this rainbow took this fly here. See this one with a red bead and like sort of a black tail. I don't know what it's called, but it definitely pays to go at the bite time, because that's when you get the fish.